Hello, all you beautiful people in Webtown. It is summertime. And what does summertime mean? It means lots of lovable lovelies walking around in their luscious bikinis. So I thought I'd show off for all my infatuated sequential art incels out there. The Lady Death Swimsuit Special, #1. This is from 1994, with a cover by Stephen Hughes. Now, if you don't know anything about our luxurious goddess, Lady Death, she was created by Brian Pulido and published by Brian's company, Coffin Comics, first appearing in Evil Ernie #1, released December of 1991. She re-emerged in the 1994 miniseries Evil Ernie, The Resurrection, published by Pulido's now defunct company, Chaos Comics, which I remember quite well. They did a lot of WWF at the time, not WWE, WWF comic books. Very specifically, I remember The Undertaker and Mankind and China all having a comic book. For those of you new to crypto comics, I have another channel that is much larger than this one called Testosterone Overload, which is dedicated to the history of professional wrestling, specifically in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, where countless wrestling stars like Roddy Piper, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, Jesse the Body Ventura, and even Raven as Scotty the Body cut their teeth right here in Portland Wrestling on Testosterone Overload. So I have a fond memory of every time a wrestler has made an appearance in a comic book. And that might explain why I have a comic book all about a trio of luchadors having to stop a coven of vampires who are preying on young Hispanic women. And unlike Lady Death, that's an all-ages book. But I digress. This haunting vision of destruction you see before you is one of the finest examples of the bad girl craze that hit comics starting in the 1990s with Image Comics, and how guys like Mark Silvestri drew their dames, second to none. Second to none, brother. And then you follow that up with J. Scott Campbell's incredible females in Gen 13. We talk about Billy Tucci's She, which hit the comic book industry like a storm in the mid-90s. You talk about Angela from Todd McFarlane. You talk about Rob Liefeld's Evangeline. And you have what was forever known in the comic book industry, like it or not, as the bad girl craze of the 1990s. Lady Death is best remembered as it is drawn here by Stephen Hughes, who was an incredibly talented artist who passed away way too early, way too young. But his work will live on forever in the comic book industry because of Lady Death right here. But we'll talk in the future at some length about Chaos Comics. But right now, let's just get into this Lady Death Swimsuit Special #1 and enjoy this selection of summer outfits. Opens immediately with an amazing piece of art by Jim Ballant. This is great. This is exactly what you want to see. This is like a Lady Death Summer Special cover, worthy of a cover. I'm amazed this wasn't the cover. I'll flip back and forth and tell you who drew all these if I don't recognize the signature, like I don't recognize right here. Leonardo Jimenez. Oh, Joseph Michael Linsner. He did Dawn, who was another one of the super hot bad girls of the mid-90s and late 90s. Dawn was, stunning painter. Roman Morales, right here. Terry Dobson. Let's just go through the list. Let's see who drew for this, eh? Kirk Lindo, Mitch Bird, Ken Waller, Paul Pelletier. Dark One. Who's Dark One? If you know who Dark One is, tell me in the comments below so I don't have to use Wikipedia for myself. Kyle Hotz, Mike Wolfer, Mike Holloman, Jason Jensen, whose name is mentioned frequently in this. He colored almost all this book. Mark Sasso, Roy Burdine, Mike Maldonado, Larry Schlakui, Nelson. Oh my gosh, Nelson. I forgot about Nelson. Wow. Whatever happened to Nelson? If you know, tell me in the comments below. Scott Barnett, Kevin Taylor, Derek Gross, Mark Morales, J.R. Justinano, Billy Tucci, the Justice Brothers. Never heard of them. Everett Hartsoe. Painted on computer by Brad Parker. That's the second to last photo. Will be painted on computer by Brad Parker. Last but not least, Stephen Hughes, as colored by Jason Jensen. So let's just keep going through them then. We give everybody their credit, right? This is really nice. Kirk Lindo. Very nice. Speaks to me, brother. Speaks to me. This is different. This is interesting. I like the horse. She's really just secondary. The horse is what's special. My goodness. I bet he was a big fan of Hellraiser. Wow. Nice black and white. Holy cannoli. I feel like we have to look. But they're not numbered. This is going to be a nightmare, guys. Oh my gosh. Kirk Lindo and then Mitch Bird. Okay, so that's Kirk Lindo. That's Mitch Bird. Ken Waller. There he is, Ken Waller. Whew. Stunning. I like that it looks like she's laying in a coffin. She has a beach towel that's shaped like Dracula's coffin. That's very clever. Very clever indeed. Digging it the most. Whoa. Dark one. Hello. Hello, nurse. Little bird heads. That's good stuff. This is great. And these curls here. This reminds me of Keith Giffen's art on Trencher. I ripped it up. I hated Trencher. But this is beautiful. Dark one, you have a real talent. I'm surprised you don't go by your real name. It's definitely worthy of the credit. Yeah, this is a really interesting background. I don't care for her. That's not that clever. But this background, yeah. Really nice. Really nice. Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. This is wow. She's wearing a dress made of flesh. It's like homage to Leatherface down there. Very nice. I love it. I really do. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I like the Egyptian motif. That's great. Good stuff. She's a goddess. I'm not going to tell you about her origin, because you should just try to hunt these down. Spend $500 to buy them all and read them, because these are expensive comics. That's, wow, very nice. I really enjoy the backgrounds. I'm really enjoying the different styles. You know, we did that Dark Child swimsuit special a while ago. This has really got that beat for me. If you've watched that Dark Child swimsuit special, tell me in the comments below which one you think is better. I'm digging this a lot more. Stylistically, it's just all over the place, and there's real thought put into the backgrounds of these. There's real thought put into the color in this image. This is great. Jensen. This is it. This is what Jensen did. Holy cannoli. Jason Jensen, who colored 3/4 of this book and did a fabulous job at it. He got his shot right there. Jason Jensen. This is what he gave us, a perfect 10. Is that not fantastic or what? Okay, I'll turn the page. Stephen Hughes. Boom. Phenomenal. You see why this guy was so coveted by young heterosexual men in the 1990s? It's clear as day, right? Clear as day. Oh, and the dead bodies floating in the foreground. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that wonderful? I love it. I love it. Creative genius. Ooh. Mark Sasso. Very inviting. Really appreciate the use of purple. I like Bardeen's, but why is she in Vampirella's outfit? That's interesting. Homage. I can appreciate that, I guess. Yeah. I really like your art. Yeah. This isn't doing anything for me. I mean, it's Evil Ernie, if you don't know. That's supposed to be Evil Ernie. This is all right. I like the setting. I like the setting, you know. Great set dressing. Nice design. The costume is, I don't know, uninspired. Oh, the Punisher. That's good. By Nelson. Here he is. This is Nelson. Barnett. There he is. I like Nelson's over Barnett's. But I feel like there was real care taken in the creation of this book. It wasn't just cobbled together. You know, someone sat down and actually thought about which two images should be placed side by side. And I appreciate that kind of thought. That is important. That is important. You know, excellent job was done. Whoa. Whoa, okay. What is this like? Is this like Starfire's dead sister or something? What is this? Lady Deathfire? Okay. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not really feeling this one at all. I like the concept of the gate and the vultures, but the background is not doing much. It doesn't say in perspective. What is happening here? These are steps going down. No, this is something wonky in perspective down here going on. I think it maybe is the way that the light... Nah, this should be lowered down more. That's the problem. And what is causing this shadow when the moon is there, reflecting the light this way? Where do these shadows come from? That doesn't make sense. This should maybe cast a small shadow, but the sun... or the moon is... I don't know. I'm not going to dissect that anymore. Whatever, go away. Morales, all right, okay. Justiniano. I appreciate your attempt at humor, but I think that the idea of the beach scene was done better by our boy Jensen. Back here. There, right there. I think that the beach scene is just done immensely better. I'm glad they didn't put these two side by side. But it did remind me of this one. This is very creative. Boom, there's that. This is also creative. Moon block 25 instead of sunblock. We get a little credit in there to Evil Ernie right there. And the undead lifeguards. Okay. This is different. This might stand out better if it wasn't placed next to this. I don't know. Ooh. Billy Tucci. Boom. Self high five. Good job, Billy Tucci. Always drawing something wonderfully distinct that sucks you right in. Bill Tucci. Zombie Sama. She. You can watch the review of She right here on Crypto Comics. Billy Tucci's always doing something smart. Oh, the Justice Brothers. They got something all right. I would have left this dark because these candles are right here. And it makes me think like if we saw, candles here in the very foreground just sticking up, this light here would make sense. But the candles are over here to her side, so it should just maybe be hitting this side of her breast and down her belly. This should all be in dark and dark and dark. But Billy Tucci, man, that's gorgeous. It reminds me of a decoration you would buy at the store for Halloween. This is consumer art at its finest. Gorgeous. Hard to sew? It's all right. Whoa. Whoa, this is the painted one. Oh my gosh, so this is what a comic book painted in 1994 looks like, right here. I'm really impressed. If you see up in here, you can see the skeletal figures with sort of this Viking type design on the heads. They're playing a lyre. And just a fascinating choice for a bikini. It's really just spot on. I give credit to this guy again. He deserves it. Brad Parker. Painted by Brad Parker. Stunning, Bradley. Stunning, my friend. Some art going on down in here. Almost looks like Swamp Thing in there. Interesting. It's probably not. It's probably part of them. Maybe they have talons for feet. I don't know. But she looks great. You don't even really notice the blue and purple. She should be white, but this is stunning. This is amazing. Great work. And last but not least, Stephen Hughes drawing Lady Death, enjoying a blood waterfall. Kind of reminds me of Brad Ashworth's art style on the indie comic The Handyman. And some of the book we're doing together. We're doing a Western together, Brad Ashworth and I. And we'll talk about that in the future. He's still got a few more pages to draw. He's big, he's bad, he's back. Evil Ernie Revenge. Available from Chaos Comics. And we'll definitely be talking about Chaos more in the future. Ooh, I'm going to do it, you know. Because, hey, comic books, they're for reading. You know, there you go. In all its glory, right there. This is the Lady Death Swimsuit Special #1. From the mind of Brian Pulido, drawn by Stephen Hughes and a cast of other incredible creators for Chaos Comics in May of 1994. Please give this video a like. If you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that ding dong for notifications. Because we're just starting to grind to life here at Crypto Comics.